Any questions, please? Yes, RB.
Hi. Good afternoon. I have a question here because we know for a fact that Lumia brand is becoming popular here in the Philippines. I would just like to ask if do we have plans on investing more in advertisement or getting some billboard for the Lumia? It's for brand awareness, I think.
Okay, let me answer that. So today we are starting our roadshow around the Philippines to introduce to all our consumers around the Philippines new Lumia devices. Not only those 520 and 720 that we just announced today, but also whole range of 5 devices that you just seen on the screens. And this is just getting us started. We are of course interested to share the experiences that you can experience on the Lumia Windows Phone 8 devices with everybody.
Hi, I'm Paolo de la Cruz from People Asia. In terms of demographics, what kind of people will mostly enjoy the products under the WPA?
Okay, I'll answer that question. So here in the Philippines, we did a study of who is actually resonating well with the Windows Phone devices. And especially, we wanted to save our best work for the Windows Phone 8. And we've seen that, everybody wants to go after the young, hip, smartphone consumer with the big data plans and the high call volumes. And you know what? That is not the typical Filipino. And what we have done with the range is that we have a price that's available for every pocket, a device for every pocket. And the experience from a 520 to a 920 is identical. So everybody who wants to be able to take great pictures, to use the navigation services, utilize the personalization features of Windows Phone 8, that is all there, whether you're on a 920 or right down to a 520. The experience don't slow down at all. But one of the things that we see that in terms of resonating with consumers is that because Windows Phone 8 is the most personalized device available, we see that a lot of people use it for both work and play. And this resonates very well with the ABC1 type of consumer that are just starting work all the way to late stage job professionals. So we see that this is really a phone that's resonated very well for people who are working and they want a phone through the lifetime of their working experience. And we see that it resonates with all levels of professionals, from the first jobbers all the way to the professionals. And we believe that we have the right product mix and the price point that gives that they'll be able to show off their personality and their point of view.
Question?
Again, my name is Abes from Nokia Revolution. Again, my question is, I've seen that the Lumia range has becoming dominant to the market right now, and has gained traction as well. Does Nokia has plans focusing their smartphone to the enterprise segment?
So I think that when we talk about the enterprise segment, I think you need to look at the DNA behind the Windows Phone 8. Windows is now the most prevalent operating system in the enterprise today, and naturally Windows Phone 8 inherits a lot of their features. So it really depends on the individual enterprises. But today we already see enterprises that are switching complete enterprises over to Windows Phone 8. And the reason for this is a number of reasons. The first is that on a hardware layer, it is the only hardware encrypted operating system. It runs BitLocker out of the box, which means if you lose your phone, guess what? You can't tap the data on the phone. The second thing is that there is a suite of Office, the Microsoft Office suite, that runs beautifully on the devices, that comes free of charge with every single phone, and is natively written and optimized for the devices. So OneNote, Word, PowerPoint, Excel, you'll be able to not just open the documents that you can on other platforms, but you can also edit and save it back to the cloud. And it'll be automatically synchronized back on the your Windows 8 PC. And it's an absolutely seamless experience. The third area is in terms of the internal company applications. So with the Windows Phone 8 operating system, you can deploy Company Hub. And you're able to utilize these Company Hubs to deploy company native applications that are specific to the company and manage these devices from System Center, which is already being utilized to manage the devices, other devices like PCs within the organization. So it really plugs into the way the enterprise use the devices already and use the ecosystem already, and we believe that it's got a big play in enterprise.
Okay, I have another question here. I also wanted to add, because in case you have questions for Microsoft, we have here Jerry Bonko, who's OEM Director for Microsoft. So he can also help us with questions. Next.
Hello. What Lumia phones have this wireless charging capability? And what accessories do we need to have that option?
Yes, that's a good question. So far, there are 3 Lumia models that of the 5 we showed today that have wireless charging support, as we put it. The best experience is, of course, on the 920, which has the wireless charging built in. So you just need to put it on top of a wireless charging pad. If you notice, there are accessories in the front part, in the reception area. So we have a wireless charging pad. We have a wireless charging speaker called the Power Up, the JBL Power Up. So you just need to put the 920 on top of that. You don't need to adjust anything or do anything. Just put it on top. It'll start charging. Then you have the 720 and the 820. We have they require special shells or covers. Oh, where did my phones go? Here. So they require special phones or covers like the one you saw in the video and the one I showed you earlier. So the 720, you have to buy a wireless charging cover, which also comes in different colors to mix and match. And then you have, for the 820, you have the same kind of choice. You have to buy a wireless charging shell, also coming in different colors that to match with your 820. So 920 does it out of the box. For 720 and 820, you have to buy an additional accessory, either a cover or a shell, to make it work. And of course, you have to buy the wireless charging pad or stand. There's also a car port. There's also a car holder that's now wireless charging enabled, or you can get the JBL Power Up, so you get both music and charging in one device, in one accessory. Answer, is that okay?